your next YouTube video is gonna fail, and that's okay. Alright, let's talk about it. So I just want to talk about the pressure that a lot of YouTubers come under to constantly create the best content and to constantly have like every video kind of like gain a lot of views and stuff like that, especially if you have a video that recently has done very well. My recent trip to Arizona kind of reflects my journey here on YouTube. When I was starting off and planning the trip, everything was going smoothly, you know, booking places to stay and everything. But the night before I got on the flight, I was feeling kind of sick. So I had to overcome this fear of like, well, whether I should just go ahead and go, and if I decide to go, what if I get worse? And the trip is gonna be ruined because I'll go on basically a vacation and I'll be stuck in my Airbnb. But then what if I decide to cancel the trip and stay and find myself in a situation where I will get over the cold maybe in 1 day or two and end up being stuck here with all this time off that I had taken from work. Basically, I had to overcome that fear. I went ahead and just went to Arizona, and I don't regret that decision because I was able to achieve a lot of the things that I wanted to achieve on the trip. I think the one thing that I'm slowly learning here on this platform is it's okay to try. It's okay to try different things and see what works out and what doesn't. It's okay to kind of experiment. I think YouTube is the only platform that you can only do this. There's no other job out there where you can just try things, you know. There's a rigid blueprint for most jobs out there. For YouTube, there really isn't much. And I think even some of the most successful creators have failed a lot. Before they became very successful, they went through a process of constantly like failing and making little adjustments and stuff like that. So I'll say, I think another thing that kind of from my journey when I was in Arizona that kind of reflects my journey here on YouTube was the goal of me going to Arizona was to spend some time in Sedona. And if anyone has been to Sedona, it's a very beautiful place.
Impossible. Don't worry. I'm sure it's just your imagination.
I'd highly recommend going there. This was a solo trip, so I spent a lot of time just by myself, getting inspired and experimenting with just shooting video by myself. You know, being a solo creator, you know, I heavily relied on the good old tripod. I think another thing is setbacks, right? So when I was in Sedona, when I was going from Sedona, and the whole goal of the trip was to go all the way up to Monument Valley in Utah. When I was in Sedona, I ended up spending 2 days in Sedona. Like I said, beautiful place. So I forgot to put gas in the car when I was leaving, and I ended up taking a scenic route, which was a poor choice on my part, and the boy ended up driving into a snowstorm. And the route that I took, I'm trying to look it up here on my phone, like right there. So I used this road here. This is crazy. Yep. I found myself in a very interesting situation. I drove right into a winter storm in the mountains. It's a beautiful road to take, but there was a snowstorm that was coming, and I wasn't paying attention to the weather, and it kind of caught me off guard. It was crazy, scary. I think that was like, it felt like it was a setback in the sense that it took a lot of time for me to get from Sedona to Flagstaff, which kind of killed my time. In the very same way, you know, we experience setbacks here on YouTube as far as like, you might post a video and might not perform the way you expect it. But I think it's all about just, you know, like I said in my previous video, detaching and moving forward. Not every video you post here on YouTube is gonna work, and that's okay. I think not too many people are talking about that. I see a lot of channels that talk about, hey, do this if you want to blow up your channel, do that, but I don't think people are having conversations about like, I think what it takes to have a lot of longevity on this journey of being a YouTuber is accepting that not everything you do is gonna win. Flagstaff snows a lot, so it's the wildest place you will ever be. Arizona is like one of the wildest places that you will ever drive through, because you go from desert hot to snow in Flagstaff to grass landscapes. So it's a beautiful place. Page, Arizona. I spent a night in Page, Arizona. I stayed at a hotel there. I pushed all the way to Monument Valley and this whole trip was inspired by a scene from Forrest Gump where in Monument Valley, there's a roadway he was running on, and I was trying to take that picture. So yeah, the whole trip to Arizona was inspired by a movie. I get a lot of inspiration from movies. Like if you notice in a lot of my YouTube videos, got to Monument Valley, made it. I traveled thousands of miles just to get to this location, just to get one epic picture. Look at that gorgeous view right there. Now look at that view. This place is truly magical. You know, eventually I think when it comes to being on YouTube, you will eventually get to where you need to go. I think the goal is to just keep moving forward. Just keep on posting your content. Don't be afraid of the algorithm. The algorithm is a guideline for what works, but it's not the rule, it's not the law. There are a lot of people who are on this platform who bend the rules and circumvert the rules and still come out successful on this platform. Figure out your unfair advantages, thing that's unique to you, that makes you stand out, and build on that. So I didn't want to make this video a lengthy, long video. I just wanted to talk about something I feel like a lot of people are not really talking about here on YouTube, and the fact that, yeah, don't be afraid to fail. Your next YouTube video might fail, but the goal is to just make another one. So that's pretty much it. Just if you made it this far, you're the real MVP. I just want to say, first and foremost, real quick, thank you for the new people who subscribed to my channel and they say they liked the last video that I posted. Thank you to you guys, and thank you for joining me along this journey. I'm here to serve.
I will serve. I will be of service.
I'm here for you guys, and I'm here to offer value. If you have any questions about videography, photography, the type of gear I use, leave those comments below. I'm planning on doing a Q&A video once I hit 500 subscribers. Just gotta be consistent. I'm already close to 300 subscribers, so I just need 200 more subscribers to hit 500, and I'll make that Q&A video. A few more things about this channel moving forward. I wanna continue making content that's gonna inspire other creators, other people are coming to the platform, and I plan on being transparent, and I plan on sharing a lot of like my progress here on this channel, as well as how I make my videos, from shooting to color grading to how I frame my shots. So I'm down to share all that information, so stay tuned for all that stuff and other things that I'm planning on doing. So thanks to everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.